Hello and welcome to the When to Eco tutorial. You have already seen the How to Eco tutorial. In this video you have learned to rank the economic structures in this game by their efficiency, so you know what is better to build than the alternatives in any given situation. But what you don't know yet is when you can safely get away with ecoing and when it may not be a good idea to eco up. And I'm going to introduce a couple of advantages in this series, and the first one is going to be the reclaim lead. And the reclaim lead is simply about having more access to reclaim than the opponent, and that can happen because of multiple reasons. Maybe you have won an important battle and you won a contested reclaim field the enemy doesn't have access to. You can easily eco up from that reclaim and still have the same number of units as the opponent, or even more after winning this battle. Another situation may be that an opponent donated you some mass, so he attacked you, you had the counter ready, and the mass is on your side of the map and you can easily reclaim it. This is also a situation where you would invest that mass into extractor upgrades. So usually you always eco after getting lots of mass. The only situation in which you would use that mass to build units instead of ecoing up is when you really desperately need units because there's an incoming attack. But most of the time, if you survive such a large scale attack and get reclaim, you have time to eco up and use this eco to get, like this reclaim, to get a long-term advantage rather than just a short-term advantage. And maybe you get a reclaim lead because your manual reclaim skills are better than the manual reclaim skills of your opponent. So maybe you are on a crater like this and you manually queue up every rock, while your opponent is just reclaiming some and then giving a partial order. Well, right now he's not reclaiming because the storage is full, but you get the idea, right? So manual reclaim is actually much faster than any automatic reclaim, be it patrol or ground attack. Maybe you also identified an upcycling opportunity. So in this situation, you may have 10 ASFs, and that's why T1 interceptors become redundant, and you don't need them anymore. They are often out of fuel by the time you have T3 interceptors anyways, so it may make sense to just control K them and reinvest them into your economy and get a mass upgrade from that reclaim. And lastly, there is one factor you cannot influence so easily, which is the map balance. So, for example, here you have 3 rocks that are worth 138 mass, but on this side you have only one of those rocks and the other 2 are worth 175 mass. So this map is just unbalanced, right? And this slot is going to have more access to reclaim. I didn't count all the small rocks that you can find here, for example, and here, but it is pretty likely that either of the 2 players, if you add up all this reclaim, is going to have more than the other, simply because of the positioning. And if you have such a reclaim lead, no matter the reason, this is going to give you a chance to eco up without being punished for it by your opponent. So make sure you know how to identify a reclaim lead situation. Good luck!